Oh my god. Oh shit. Fuck. It's another episode of WTFW. The only weather show to take a break for 6 months because, I don't know, it was just kind of sad for a while. My name is Nikki Flowers. I'm doing better now. I'm back doing the weather. I'm here with my friend, the Rat.
The Rat is back, baby, on the East Coast like I've always been.
Yeah.
Never lived anywhere else.
Never before.
I don't know what anyone is talking about British Columbia or West Coast or anything. I've always lived in Montreal. That's never changed.
The whole time. And you've basically lived there your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour.
Go to the Panier.
Comment ça va?
I hang out at the trackside.
Wow, just completely dodging
experience
my
cold weather.
very
Ça va bien.
Okay.
Ça va bien, Nikki. Ça va très bien. Because you know why?
Très
You know
bien.
why?
Why is
You know
that?
why I'm très bien?
Why?
Because I'm on the only fucking weather show.
Yeah, and also
I'm
this
on
time,
What's the Fucking Weather with
this
my
time-
good friend Nikki.
This time, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. This time, we're actually recording direct to tape. That's right. We got after 6 months of hard research and development, I finally figured out a way to get rid of that stupid VHS filter I've been using. This is on real VHS right now.
We've gone back to classic vintage technology.
Yeah, and it looks exactly how it should be. Right now, we're looking at the beautiful screen right now. Well, so you're in Montreal, which is great. But my weather simulator does not like Canada. It's Canada-phobic.
No, especially not French Canada.
No.
I think they do the weather standards different.
Yeah, the French-speaking world does weather completely differently. I don't know how the temperatures are all off. They don't even do Celsius. They do French Celsius. It's crazy.
They do Le Celsius.
But so the closest I could get was Burlington, Vermont. Now Vermont is a
Pretty
special
close.
state
Pretty
to
close.
me. I went to high school in southern Vermont, and so just you'll be seeing that on screen, so you'll get an idea of what Burlington's up to. But
The
my
weather's
friend
close.
the Rat, yeah, is it pretty close to what you're experiencing
Yeah.
in Montreal?
Yeah, I mean, not what we're looking at now, because that's Miami and LA.
It's not going to line up to what the people are watching right now, because the video that you're looking at is different. So don't worry about it. So just focus on the weather around you. What has been happening lately? What's your winter been like in Montreal?
The weather in Quebec has been cold. For the love of everything fraggable, it's fucking cold up here.
in here.
Though actually, when there was like those huge snowstorms on the West Coast, it was like early fall temperature here. Like it suddenly warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
And but right now, it's I've just for the benefit of this show, for once, I've switched to Fahrenheit.
Oh, thank you. I get so confused with your scary Canada numbers.
Yeah, it's
not as bad
16,
as French Celsius, but
yeah, it's currently 16 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 1.
Ooh, you got that wind chill.
Oh, we've got that wind chill. Oh, we always got that wind chill on the island of Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do we! Yeah,
and
we got
so
the
winter weather advisory in effect in Burlington. You might have seen a screen scroll by earlier to that effect. Is that are you gonna get some winter weather soon?
Not only do we have winter weather in effect, we have a special weather statement. We have a winter storm warning.
Oh yeah, give us that. Give us the special warning.
All right. A low-pressure system from Colorado is moving towards the province of Quebec, while intensifying. More sustained snow will start gradually on Thursday evening over southern Quebec.
Right.
Significant snowfall amounts and blowing snow are expected until Friday, when a changeover to rain is expected. During this transition to rain, a period of freezing rain is possible.
Incredible. That was a beautiful reading of the weather. You did a good job.
I grabbed my mic with my fist when I did that.
I can tell. That system in Colorado, that's a long way to go. It's going from Colorado to Quebec.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, it's right there. It's in there now. I'm on the National Weather Service website, weather.gov. Check it out if you get the chance. Right now there is a large part of northern Colorado right now under a hazardous weather lookout. Some parts of it under a winter weather advisory. So that's going to be coming towards you later.
Yeah.
That's fucking wet and wild. But you know what's wetter and wild? No, go ahead.
There's also a headline that specifies that Quebec is to be blasted with heavy snow.
Blasted! See, the problem with all of these, once-in-a-century storms that keep happening everywhere is that the people writing the headlines are running out of ways to describe, like, okay, last year, this was the year, this is the biggest one of all time, and now this one is. So I don't know, blasted? Oh, we've used blasted. Fucking...
A tricky forecast shaping up for Quebec is another headline.
A tricky forecast?
Tricky forecast.
What is that? That makes it sound like they're confused by what this is real tricky. We haven't quite figured it out yet, but tricky forecast doesn't describe anything.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So you're saying that something else is wet and wild?
Oh yeah, you know what's been wet and wild? The Bay Area, where I am. We're gonna talk about just how much rain we've gotten here since December 16th. I have the numbers, I have the facts, and they don't care about my feelings.
We got a water report.
We got a water report coming up after this break. And we're back. We're talking about the wet and wild Bay Area. We're looking at Oakland right now. Currently, as we recording, heavy rain. And you know what? That's probably not going to change tomorrow, so it's probably going to still be accurate. Because it's been raining. And that's it. It's the only thing it's been doing here. Look at this. Light rain.
You are
cloudy,
out there.
Heavy rain, light rain, light rain, light rain. Oh, that's right. It's not going to line up. Shit.
You are out there yelling Jason. Because it's heavy rain. Jason! Jason?
Jason!
Jason!
Jason! Yeah, so it's wet and wild over here, to an extreme extent. I talked about having the numbers since December 16th, because that's basically how long it's been raining here.
Since December 16th, like, damn, that's
basically. I mean, there's been days where it hasn't rained, but I mean, and there's 2022, we barely got any rain at all the whole time.
Yeah.
And we just,
we just
got fucking blasted with it. Blasted is the appropriate word here too. I understand why people keep using blasted. I'm stalling because I need to look up the charts and numbers.
A deluge of rain. I don't know why I can't. Thank you. I was really struggling, and I don't know why. You
had the spirit. I like that there. So. Updated total precipitation for the series of atmospheric rivers that have affected California since December 26th. Sorry, I think I said 16th. I meant the 26th. It was a period of 16 days, right? In this time, since December 26th, as of recording, California has averaged 8.61 inches of precipitation, and the San Francisco-Oakland metropolitan area averaged 13.34 inches.
That's the average?
That was for the last 16 days.
That's so high.
That is the average for just a little over 2 weeks.
That's so much rain.
And that's not even, it's been raining beforehand too. It's been a very wet winter. And I love it.
God.
I love it because guess what?
Nikki loves the rain.
I do love the rain, but you know what I hate? Is the drought.
Oh yeah, you had a whole episode about it.
I have a whole segment about it, which we're in right now.
Yeah.
We have some great news. This is the first time I've done the drought segment where I actually have good news about the drought.
It only took several months of not doing the drought segment or even the show at all.
It took me 6 months of being so depressed I couldn't produce a weather show. But now we're back with good news about the drought. Exceptional drought category has been completely removed from California. Nowhere in California are we in exceptional drought anymore. The Bay Area has seen huge improvement in particular. I mean, it has been so fucking wacky, wet, and wild, guys. And I'm swearing a lot because I mean it.
A slip and slide of a city.
The extreme drought category has just shrunk, right? Most have improved to moderate drought, so we're not completely out of
Woods.
Woods, yeah. Yeah. The woods are still very dry. But they're less dry than they were. They're less likely to light on fire. Because there has been thunder and lightning, and that is a concern.
I love when the woods are not on fire, personally.
Don't we love that? Isn't it so good? Yeah, and like I mentioned before, the series of atmospheric rivers that have brought, like, the atmospheric river is really getting its day in the spotlight over and over again. I swear I didn't hear about these things until recently, and now I'm just getting, deluged by them. One of them had a name. One of them, it was. Let me see. I'm in my notes right now.
It wasn't Tad. It wasn't Tad Stormy.
No, it wasn't Tad Stormy. It was a bit more than Tad. This was the 3rd of January.
The Thoid. Got it.
The Thoid. Models are already signaling jet stream gusts will likely exceed 200 miles an hour over 6 to 10 days. These winds will steer bursts of moisture from the warm tropical Pacific waters toward the west coast at a rate that hasn't been seen in years, and that turned out to be very true because it is January 11th, and we are still getting blasted. It's just the first atmospheric river that came down was called Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express is a type of weather system that you, I think, usually get in like the southeastern United States, but not really.
Apparently, we were getting some of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the interesting thing is, I believe what I've heard with climate change is that the jet streams are like rapidly and wildly changing.
Yeah, I've heard.
Which is why we're getting like different weather being more common.
Weird kinds of weather being more extreme. Like it is very. I mean, it's normal for this area to be more rainy in the fall and mostly the winter, right? Because that's where most of the precipitation, but not to this extent. Like this is a lot. This is a lot of rain. I heard, this is anecdotally, I've heard from people in New York, I saw a bunch of tweets that, like, isn't it weird how we've gotten, like, no snow at all, and it's the middle of January almost? And I've heard from people in Chicago that I know that it's been, like, weirdly dry.
Yeah, there's been, like, we're getting it now, and there was, like, a bit right before the holidays, and it was snowing Christmas, but, like, there was no more than, like, a foot, maybe half this year, and, like, my roommates were like, okay, usually there's more, we swear.
Yeah. But it's not only are the patterns changing, but they're, like, amplified wherever they end up, because even it's not just the Bay Area, it's not just Northern California. Central California also received over half of their annual normal precipitation. Let me try that sentence again. Large portions of Central California received over half of their annual normal precipitation in the past 16 days.
God damn. Yeah,
it's January 11th, and Central California has already half of their annual precipitation, which is great, because Lord knows they need it, but that's, like, it's just unheard of.
Yeah, like, Western Canada got fucking obliterated by snow.
Right.
This year.
Yeah. Like, it's all over the place.
You know, I'm out here in Montreal with my thermal tights underpants, and I'm like, this ain't bad.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta have.
Oh, you gotta
the winter. The winter undies is essential.
People were like, "Oh, you need like a big coat," and I'm like, "No."
Well, yeah,
I need
but
layers.
you also need layers.
Yeah.
Like that's part. Yeah, you need a coat.
I prioritize
underneath
the layers.
The coat. You need like 7 layers of shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Speaking of forests, did you know that forest offsets are a scam?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems obvious, right? But it turns out
they don't actually. There's physically not enough space on Earth for there to be planted enough trees that they've been like sold.
Yeah.
And it takes years for the tree to grow to that point, and they don't actually plant most of those trees.
See, I knew part of that. The reason I brought it up is you actually said it. Yeah. I just learned. Like I knew the other parts. Like they're probably not planting half the trees they say they are, right? But there actually is not enough space in the world for all of them to exist.
It's like how we've sold, like, more gold has been sold than actually exists in the world. Like, that we pulled out of the ground because of, like, theft and everything.
Yeah. So it turns out, like, I don't know, maybe we might actually have to cut down on fossil fuel emissions? Is that That
Yeah.
seems crazy. No, let's keep selling these.
No.
We'll find the space.
Ugh.
Oh, the weather. See, this.
Don't make me mad about carbon offsets, or I'm gonna get really angry.
I know.
like to a point where it's not entertaining for the show. I'm just
Well,
gonna
that's
be
why.
full of rage.
That's why I put it here at the end. My friend Mags, the rat. Thank you for returning to WTFW for the return of the show. Do you have anything else to plug, weather-wise or not?
Weather-wise, let me just scroll quickly through the forecast. There should be some nice sun on Saturday and Sunday. It's gonna be mainly sunny.
Right. All right.
Still be pretty cold, but
My Montreal folks, look forward to that. A little cold. Don't forget to layer up just because the sun's out, but the sun will be out.
personally, I'm not doing much creatively because I'm just back at university now, studying fiber arts,
Hell yeah.
learning to use a weaving loom and be very gay about it.
That's weather.
That's weather.
That's weather, baby. Well, for me and my area here, my Bay Area folks, hey, guess what is in the forecast? Do you want to guess?
Rain.
Rain, that's right. Basically, I'm seeing forecasting into next Wednesday. Every day is going to be rainy.
Wet and wild.
Wet and wild week. Number, 4, it seems like. I like it. I like the rain, but even I have limits. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. WTFW will return more frequently in 2023. Until then, please layer up and don't forget your umbrella.
And chapstick.
And chapstick. Oh my god, chapstick, you're right. Bye.
Bye.